Welcome to Campaigns and Concoctions, everyone, where we are a bunch of scandalous scallywags who like to drink and play D&D, and where we all believe that Jake Gyllenhaal should have been on Dawson's Creek. Truth.
Yep.
There's a thing there, family, and I don't know if we'll get it, but it makes sense.
Ask us in the Discord.
Ask
we
us
will
in
tell
the
you.
Discord and we will answer. So welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us on this adventure of cooperative storytelling. We're so happy to have you along. To all of the new friends that I made at Mile High Con this last weekend, when you get to this point, you will know exactly what day it was that we recorded this. So thank you for joining us. Thanks for following us, and thanks for searching us out. I know we were a small thing, but you guys are helping us out, so thank you. But with that, I don't think we have anything coming up other than we will be back to our every other week schedule coming up after this episode. But with that, I don't think does anyone have anything that's popped up in the last 5 minutes since I asked you off the record? No? Okay, so, drinks.
Got some drinks.
All right, I'll start with the daiquiri elixir. It is 1.5 ounce light rum, 1/2 ounce lime juice, 1/4 ounce of cane syrup, 1/6 of an ounce of green chartreuse, and 1/3 ounce of chilled water.
1/6 of an ounce
Shaken.
is a weird one.
Yeah, it was super weird, but that's what it says on here. But it's delicious.
It is good.
It's like a marshmallow.
Yeah, it's
like
pretty good.
a marshmallow.
And then
tasty.
the second
It's
one
pretty.
I've made,
It is.
that I haven't done yet. So Curtis made
it not
some
done?
blackberry sage syrup. So it is going to be 2 ounces of white rum, 1 ounce of the blackberry sage syrup, 1 ounce of orange liqueur, and 3/4 ounce lemon juice shaken. And then we're going to garnish that one with a giant sprig of mint because Curtis brought lots of mint.
Lots of mint to use.
So we're going to use it because it goes back.
Passion fruit.
So that's the two I made.
I know
what's coming back
Can
to
you
you.
tell us about what's in
Dustin's hand
there?
is up on a chair.
I made a drink with the Slivovitz
Oh, well.
plum brandy. I used a little bit, so it was 1.5 ounces of plum brandy, about 1/2 ounce of Aperol, a plum muddled into the bottom, about half a plum muddled into the bottom of it, along with some, I lost it, where'd it go? Saint Germain.
Yep.
Yeah, some Saint Germain, shook it up, double strained, because I didn't want a bunch of chunks of plum going in there. And then I sank to the bottom, instead of floating it, I sank to the bottom some hibiscus ginger beer.
Is there a tartness? What's the tart coming from? Is that just
The tart is
plum?
coming from the plum and from the hibiscus.
Okay.
Both of them.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
It's very balanced. It's good.
We-
And it's definitely Dustin's.
Dustin's.
No,
It's
don't
definitely
touch
Dustin's.
We're debating what we're going to make next because it's supposed to snow here in a minute, fam. So,
Here?
yeah.
Oh, sheesh.
But like snow.
Air quotes were around
Well,
that.
yeah. First snow of the year.
Yeah.
If it sticks, I'll call it that. Otherwise, it's not actually happening.
So, the last time that we were here with our stalwart adventurers, they watched a fight club where Sark came victorious, but the smallest and least favored of the fighters gave him quite a run for his money.
Still need to practice kicking small people.
It always makes me think of children. Every time you say that.
And then there was a lot of information to be learned about just things going on around. And the next morning, as everyone was going to get their breakfast, they ran into somebody, a traveler named Foster, who was collecting stories. And those stories were of how the freed city became the freed city. So everyone eventually shared their version of how that came to be. And that is where we pick up with the 6 of you leaving the area where Foster is holding court. Bacon, egg, and cheeses in hand, for those of you who eat them. Coffee, anyone who wanted a cigar.
It's pretty good.
What are you guys doing?
You need to get a warehouse to punch pigs in.
Working on it. I'm gonna go investigate the hole
Okay.
first.
Does anyone anyone else go with Sark as he goes to investigate the hole?
I'll go with them.
The whole hole? The first hole we went
The
in?
very first hole.
The one in the middle of the road.
Never forget your first
Hole
hole.
in the middle of the road.
Especially when two of us almost died in it.
Mhm. I'll go. I'm
I'm
Sid's
down.
super curious
So we're
about.
gonna check on
What's up?
the hole, and then we're gonna go head over to the blacksmith. Or should we? Is there anything else on our agenda today?
Okay, I'm gonna listen to this.
Do we want to check in with Hubert?
Anybody? Here, I'll take
I mean,
it.
we can check in with him. I mean, do we have any business with him? It doesn't. It sounds like everything's going pretty well, but he might have some work for us.
I mean, we can check. We can check in to see if he has work for us.
Isn't there an election coming up here?
Maybe. They're not regularly scheduled.
Oh, okay.
The lady that got away was trying to force an election, I think. No, she was the past one competing against him in elections.
And lost.
That's
which
right.
is part of the reason why all the Kinku were here to disrupt things. Or something.
Oh, that was the
I
lady
don't,
who
I don't
punched
pay
me in the back
attention
of
to
the
local
head.
politics.
She got away. I'm still not happy about that.
Elections here are not scheduled. They're usually when enough of either the citizenry or someone just demands it. And it is every person who is physically located in Haven at the time gets a vote.
So there's a really good chance that I've missed the past few elections.
Probably.
Okay.
Also, once because it's not like an instantaneous thing. There's a slight build up. The population of Haven definitely shrinks during election season because most people don't want to fucking deal with it. You know, it's only the people like
And sadly.
certain businessmen and families who have well-established roots in Haven, including yours, sometimes get in on it. Yours definitely too, Patrice. But yeah, most people they just don't want to deal with it. But however, most of the time it's fairly the only people who really want to run it are generally fairly competent, and then the ones that aren't. Well, that next election's either really quick or sometimes things happen. So it also inspires competence. Yo, just shake it. We're a cocktail D&D show, man.
Part of our ambiance.
So if you two were looking at SOA and Patrice, you two are from here. You know where I can find an empty warehouse or building? Largish building? Doesn't have to be a warehouse, I suppose.
Living room-esque size. It doesn't need to be
That's
a full
quality,
warehouse.
huh? You were looking for something.
Preferably not near other buildings people like Hull.
Probably closer to the jungle, I would assume.
I've never blown up a building next to one.
There's always a first time.
Do I? Can I roll for this? Do I know
Over here.
of like?
Over there. Yeah.
do I know if there's any empty buildings?
Yeah, go ahead and roll something.
I just want to roll dice.
I know. I support that. We are going to roll wisdom.
10.
Okay.
15.
You know nothing, Patrice.
Thanks.
Thank the dice, not me. You would know that there's some old warehouses that are always moving in and out of people's hands next to the airship terminal, which is off to the east side of the dock, which is right on the edge of town. So there's a kind of a line there of old warehouses that you could possibly.
Would I know who to talk to about, if there's a vacancy or some real estate for sale, something like that?
Hubert. would probably be your best bet.
Okay.
That's what you would assume.
So sorry. Yeah. So best bet's probably going to be on the east side of town near the airship docks. Hubert might know if there's something, for sale or whatnot.
Well, you should go ask him then. I'm talking about checking in with him for work anyway. Can't hurt. Well, might hurt, but pretty profitable last time.
Yeah, are we rich now? I feel like we're rich now.
Rich is pushing it. We're doing pretty fucking well, though.
Upper middle class?
You guys should be fairly comfortable.
Would you define what we have as generational wealth?
By definition, no.
Anyone who bet on me last night should be doing fairly comfortably.
This is more money than Esley's ever had in her entire fucking life, and she doesn't know what to do with it.
I'm just sad they frown on betting on yourself at establishments.
I didn't feel like I should have bet because like it's my family. I didn't want to see like I had the inside track. I've never bet there, nor will I probably.
Sark just leans over to Scald and signs to you. You really need to corrupt him faster.
I'm working on it. I say out loud, verbally.
So what's the plan?
So we go check out the hole, then go talk to Hubert.
Yeah, I'm down with
Yeah, let's do it.
Would Hubert have deeds, like a record of deeds of
so when I say Hubert, it's not necessarily him specifically.
Correct.
It's the office. It's going to Harbor House.
Harbor House would have
Yeah.
would know who owns what land and owns what structures.
There's a title clerk somewhere in there.
That's a bad spot for that.
That's a terrible spot for that. Why did I put it there? That was a visual gag. You're all gonna miss that. I don't care to explain it.
Yep, but it was real fucking funny.
No. That's a bad spot.
That's
That's
the spot
right
we
next to the
didn't put it.
microphone.
That's the whole point. Oh my god.
The things that you don't think of when you finally get, when you're not really thinking about it. So you return back to nothing's. I don't even say not nothing. There has been some work. It seems that it is slowly being filled in, but because of the nature of what's underneath, there's not a lot of work done. And I think there's probably some concern about how to shore up the road. Maybe this just may be a permanent thing that's left. You're not quite sure, but there are some actual rope ladders that have been lowered down into the area.
We figured out it's about the same time to go down the hole and back to the thing as it was to follow Patrice through the side tunnels.
It's about the same.
Yeah, okay.
At least we have rope ladders now for them to go back down.
Not that fun.
They're better than falling.
But when people fell, we got to see those weird tentacle things.
That was cool. That was kind of cool. They were really fucking cool though. It's kind of unpleasant. Better than dying.
See, you learn things when you get out of your comfort zone.
Falling 60 feet down a hole is not outside your comfort zone.
It's outside of my comfort zone. I didn't like it.
I've heard that there's your comfort zone, your challenge zone, and then the unsafe. And I think it falls out into that, but it's still outside your comfort zone.
Correct.
You're not wrong.
I felt unsafe the entire time while I was falling. I didn't feel a lot better when I got caught by whatever caught us, because that was really cold and icky. But thank you, Scott.
But it looked cool.
Don't thank me. I didn't have nothing to do with that.
Well,
You met the lady that does that shit.
I agree. I will thank her next time I see her.
You get to meet her?
In a way,
Yeah, that was weird. Let's go in the hole.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about our weird group dream.
Is this normal?
No. No. We're a relatively motley crew. I would say most of us are not normal.
Man, I'm fairly normal as the rest of y'all fuckers that are weird.
I feel like I used to be normal, and then I met all of you.
I've never been accused of being normal.
Yeah. Sounds like a sad way to be.
Mm-hmm.
I was assembled.
Different, though.
It's weird.
Because you're very different from all the other Warforges that Sid has ever seen. You've seen a lot. So you're also not normal.
I found
That's
him
okay.
in a box. I found him in a box.
In a box?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
But where was this box?
Back home.
It was a Sark in a box?
did it have a crank on the side?
Not where I went on that.
No, me neither.
I was
Me
both
neither.
Sark in a box.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a Sark in a box.
direction.
That's exactly where I was going.
I keep trying to get Becca to do that for Halloween with me, but she won't.
Ah.
SNL's the theme this year, and I'm like, come on, we have to. No, she doesn't want to do it. She's gonna be Coraline, which I get. I know.
I get it for her though.
I mean, it makes sense. Don't get me wrong. That's not the point.
Okay.
He's leaving out the fact that it was a coffee table for who knows how long.
So much more fun.
A coffee table box? Or the box was a coffee table?
Box was being used as a coffee table.
When you think of box, what do you think it's made of?
Wood.
Yeah, no.
Enlighten me, please. Stone?
We
Flesh?
think so. Stone. We
Okay.
think.
Stone box.
Ish.
Stony box. Stonish box. Stonery box?
We at the Harbor House yet?
No, you guys are. I thought you guys were going down the hall.
I wasn't planning on going down it.
Oh, I thought we were
gonna
going down
swing
the
by
hall.
the Harbor House. It's like a 2-hour journey to where I actually want to get. I was just checking out the entrance before we got there.
Oh.
Oh.
We
Okay,
all
yeah.
missed that.
He was casing the joint. I got it. I understood what you were saying.
Okay. So yeah, I guess this conversation will probably be happening on our way to Harbor House. Then.
Yeah.
Hey, look, there's Harbor House.
Yeah. Harbor House is there.
I stride to the front of the group triumphantly.
Do I feel different being here right now versus the last time I was here?
Do you?
Given a certain dream.
Oh, okay. So you gotta remind everybody. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. I have, and plus, how many dreams have I given out in the last 2 months?
It's been a lot.
It's been a lot.
Given the group dream that I had,
Yeah.
do I feel different being here now?
Yes. Give me a D100 on that one. Ooh. Guess we don't need this table right now.
95.
It's unsettling slightly. Not enough to really, but it's like it just kind of it hovers in the back of your head. That, yeah, walking in is slightly unsettling.
Hi. We're here to talk to Hubert or any other individual that might have information about deeds and property and
We're wondering if any of the warehouses on the east side of town are vacant or up for sale.
So as soon as Patrice starts going, "Hi," you watch as the bridge of the nose is pinched. Wait right here, please. And
Can we come in though?
no,
Are you sure?
there's
Hubert
chairs.
and us are very good friends.
There's chairs right there.
On the outside?
Yeah, there's a waiting room here.
We're not up to the office. We're in the entry.
But we're in the building.
You're in the building.
Okay, it's not like in
Oh
Star Wars where,
no!
like,
You're inside
Hey!
the building.
Okay, good. Yeah.
So they go and they are gone for a little bit, and they come back with a couple of options for y'all. There is a slightly rundown, slightly maybe an understatement, warehouse that is in the same complex as the airship terminal. However, the person there at the front does say that there are some structural issues that may need to be replaced or need to be repaired, but however, that is also going to bring the price down. And then the other one option is one that is more in line with the rest of the warehouses for people who the independent ships that own them, but it's fully functional and it's quite a bit pricier.
And those are both for sale, not lease, right?
They will say that it is either. Or the nice one is either. The other one, the ramshackle one, is for sale. But that's gonna probably be fucking. It's making me do way too much math work here in the math game.
Why do I have to do math in the Math Rocks game?
So I thought it's all supposed to be done with the rocks.
I know.
Roll a rock.
Wait, I have to roll a rock. And
Well,
add
I've
something?
got to have a foundational idea of what real estate costs in this world. I don't.
One momento. He's looking at that.
Because the last piece of real estate that got handed out was for free because of a deck of many things cards.
I feel like that's the deck's fault.
No, that was pretty awesome. It led to some really cool shit.
Also, having a bard who already had expertise and proficiency draw the throne card. It's like a plus 17.
Is either of them more separated from other things than the other?
Well, the airship terminal is relatively separated. There's a good chunk, so that would probably be the one that would be the most separated. I mean, it's still part of a complex. But the thing is with Haven is everything's kind of, other than Harbor House, everything is pretty tight together.
I mean, Elle, aren't you going to need to do a bunch of work on this anyway? Doesn't it make sense to buy the cheaper one?
That's kind of what I'm thinking. You know any carpenters?
I do. I can swing a hammer.
It's not property. But
I mean, so can I, but I want somebody to do this while I'm
I
not
thought
here.
there was a property. So
You know, my father is a talented carpenter, and he's worked on ships for decades, and he might have some hired hands that would be available. Contract work.
I believe I did bring it back. If I didn't, that's my bad.
I feel like that's like the...
If not, I know exactly where it is. Because it's been sitting there because I've been meaning to bring it back, and it's been sitting under my bag the whole time.
Oh, which one of that? I think I have the PDF of it. Anyways,
I'm leaning towards 100 platinum to buy it outright.
do you just want to split it for now and possibly get reimbursed?
I got it.
The benefits of you being there when I fight.
Yeah.
I feel like that's.
It's 1,000 gold.
I looked
Yeah.
up D&D real estate, and the first thing came up was like a real world things in Iowa. D&D real estate, the #1 property management company in Iowa.
Sponsor us, D&D Real Estate
D&D
Iowa.
real estate, please sponsor us.
I do have a friend in Iowa. Maybe she can reach out to him. Kelsey, if you're listening, hook us up.
And we can figure out the exact price later.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
Well, who do I need to talk to about the rundown one?
They put out a hand and said, "Here's the deed. Give me the money."
Pulls a pouch out.
You gathered that they're very excited to get this property off their hands.
Oh no.
And pull a pouch out. Start counting out money.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Anything else you guys would like to do while you're here?
I want to go check out the warehouse I just bought.
Well, but there was some talk about maybe trying to find some.
Oh,
some
we need
work.
to work.
See if Who Bear has work for
So
us.
if the person there at the front desk actually pulls out a book, and it's here where anyone who registers any kind of job, they have a book here. So depending on what you're looking for, it's kind of divided into sections of the type of work it is. There's like the finding things, finding people, all those. One of the more prominent ones that you see is there's a it's kind of in an unaffiliated section. There is an employer who is asking for a ship and crew to go to Wudan, to the north of the freed city. It's really kind of vague, but
Not like we haven't done vague before.
Go into this hole.
Recover people if you can.
Mm-hmm.
Vague's kind of what we do.
mm-hmm.
Anything that goes towards Gansford?
Not at this point. There's this one. This is probably the furthest reaching. There is one here locally that is asking you to go into to go into the forests to find supplies for it's a local chef is asking for there's a specific like mushroom.
Is the pig provided or
Not a the issue is that the one spot that it grows is protected by some sort of failed beast, as they put it. So
We like
Sounds
cooking.
delicious.
Sounds
Sounds
fun.
like it'd be
Yeah.
great to be on.
Yeah. At the,
Well,
yeah.
great for you guys to be
Yeah.
on good terms with the chef.
How much
Yeah.
does that pay?
That's what I was about to ask.
Is it by the pound? What are we working with here?
We have a bag of Holnick.
Right.
it does say inquire with employer for pay. That one is at Driftwood.
Okay.
The other one though is just to show up and to inquire about the job, where you would be going to Tel Kabahad, which is one of the three cities in the southern tip of Wudan. Is it was 200 gold just for the interview, because they understand the distances involved. Hopefully that would cover they say in the description of the job that we hope that this would cover expenses. Any additional expenses, receipts required, will be covered.
So we would have to.
How far is that?
Do I know?
I get multiple questions here.
I was asking the sailors how far that is.
Sark and SOA go ahead. Scald, yep. You just gotta stop picking names that are so close to each other.
I have very specific reasons for
No, I know.
Me
So
too.
does he. And it was totally unintended. It's gonna be history.
Oh, I don't know what that is. I got an 8.
Okay. You've never been up that way.
I'm proficient with navigator's tools. Does that help?
Go with advantage.
Me too.
You get an advantage. Always ask the question, dude.
17.
There you go.
Jesus.
Wow.
Fucking Christ. Woo! History. That's an 8. Or no, that's a 7. I lied. I rolled a 6 and a
This
3.
is way more than
Oh yeah.
yeah.
So I mean,
That's
if the
lower
trading
than what I
cost
can
is
roll.
5,000.
On a
I was going to
history
say
check.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
about right.
I think we're on.
the establishment, the lowest cost.
So you would know. Then you would know, Skull,
Like, all right, that's fine.
that it would probably be a 2-week journey.
Okay.
It's about the equivalent of Iceland to New York,
Okay.
a float.
Yeah.
Right.
Not
So
too
that's-
bad.
that's
It's not
about-
too bad.
Our timeline is very.
What was the name of that
flexible,
city
so
on
we
the
can
third
swing
round?
up and
It
back.
is Tel
If we-
Kabahad.
Such a cool name.
It's I've got it right here if you would like. It's the
Such mildly interesting. This one we care.
Right.
that
Is
one.
Yeah, I was going to be pretty close.
is the island we were on the way there?
No, wrong way. We're going north, not east.
Mm.
That's what I mean. We swing up and then back through. But
Where's this one at again?
yeah,
The city of
This is
the continent.
due east.
Just the like, what's the job?
The job is to come and inquire about the job.
Does it say who we need to inquire with?
It actually gives the name of a house.
Okay.
The house. Go ahead. It's
No, we're good. If it's just lore stuff,
Yeah.
we're fine.
it is Mage House. It's very spot on to exactly what you guys are going to meet there. And if anyone has proficiency in history, you can go ahead and make a history check to see if you know anything about either Rudan or the Three Cities.
17.
Okay. Anyone else?
No.
Do I get advantage?
This one is
Okay.
just general history
That's what
stuff.
I thought.
So Wudan itself is a fairly large continent. Most of it is deserts with some forested areas along the southern coasts. The northern part of the island is separated by a large mountain range that what those who live in the south call the savages. They are tribes of nomadic peoples that have a couple of permanent settlements. They're mostly goblins and Asimir. The southern cities are 3 magiocracies, where guilds of wizards run the city. And what really separates these cities apart is that one of the schools of the 5 major schools of magic is there.
Do I know which school?
Yes, I just got to remember which one it was. Divination. But it's not in the city you guys are going to. That one is in Asaji.
I was more concerned that it's not necromancy.
Necromancy. So you would know this being an artificer. The major schools are invention, divination, necromancy, abjuration. And I have to look at the other one. Necromancy is the only one that does not have a school associated with it.
And, but as far as he's concerned, the Richters are associated with necromancy. And
That's a separate question. And so
that's what she was looking. That's what he was or what Prosperine was looking for. So
then I'll let you have that then. If you make that leap on your own, I'm totally fine with that. You would also know, this is specific to you guys because of who you work for, that within the fairly recent past, the initial founders of said schools, other than necromancy, are no longer among the living.
Or unliving.
Yeah,
they no longer exist.
they no longer exist.
It was a fun campaign.
Because your boss played a major role in that.
So if we're gonna go get some residuum, do whatever this delivery is to Wudan, and then go to Tinkermere. How long does that you think that will take?
You two can roll.
I know it'll take 2 weeks to get to Udan. So I know
What was that? I made you guys roll.
history with
You
advantage.
guys get advantage on
Yeah.
it, so yeah, you guys can make that roll again.
I got a 12.
6.
You need 2 new d20s there.
Yeah, apparently.
Skull, I mean, obviously you know it'd be 4 weeks there and back from Rudan, and if you cut it right, you could hit Rugen within that second 2 week span, and then if you were to fly, because you guys rolled on this last time.
Yeah.
It was about a week from Haven if you're flying to Tinkermere, which it's required anyways because a good chunk of that is overland.
Yeah.
There's a small Tinkermerian outpost on the northern coast of Seacand, which is the southern continent, where basically where the airships can dock and resupply and let the people get out for a little bit. So, but other than that, yeah, it's a pretty you can make it pretty quickly if you. Yeah. Also, because of the 17 on that first one, you would know that you could probably get to Wudan. You can cut the time back. Airship travel is a little bit can be either very significantly or just slightly faster.
Yeah.
Than
depending on currents and stuff.
Because you're not necessarily
you're not
fighting
resistance of the water and stuff. Yeah.
You're still fighting. You still would have to tack and do all that kind of things.
Yeah,
at least with this type of an airship. The Tinkermerian ones, they're the significantly faster ones because theirs is not
it's like
based.
Almost propulsion. Yeah.
Yeah. They don't look like ships.
Right.
They look like submarines from Jules Verne.
Right, yeah.
Hell yeah.
They're pretty fucking dope. A lot of brass.
Like you do.
So do we want to go talk to this chef first to
Yeah.
go get some...
Yeah, let's talk to
Go
the
kill
chef and
something,
find
get
out
some
what it is.
mushrooms.
Find out where it is that they want us to go. And if we can do 3 jobs at once, why would we not, right?
Right.
I mean, we can go to that
Well,
room, come back, go downstairs, underground.
Yeah, same thing.
Go check that out, make some notes.
Yeah,
Maybe camp there for the night,
sure.
just because why rush home?
Yeah.
Because it's a weird place to sleep.
Have you not slept in weird places?
Yeah, it doesn't mean I go out of my way to do it.
I mean, you can walk back and go find a room.
So that's
It's
just
just 2 hours one way.
time. I'd rather spend it.
Madam
Well,
Lindor.
Madam Lindor.
I'd rather spend it letting you people sleep than moving. Because if we move out to sleep, we'd have to go back.
That's it, right? Yeah.
More than likely.
See what happens.
Plus, if we're trekking through jungles north of here, we can figure out where the fuck that elevator went.
Also true.
Should we go down and then up? Is that what you just said? To go up, down?
No, but that might work better.
Like, really? Like, I mean, you would do 2 birds with 1 stone, in a way.
we were thinking the return path, but going out that way would tell us where the elevator came out instead of just searching.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be hard to find it from above. I honestly have no idea, but we know if we're underneath, we could figure out where it goes. We've been there before, and we were planning to go there anyway, so maybe we
Well,
go
let's
down
go talk
to
to
go
the
up.
chef, talk to the mage house since they think they're both in town.
We could
Mage
maybe
house,
just
we have to
talk
go
into
to-
the mage house. So
Mage House is in Wudan.
Oh, in Wudan?
Yeah, so this is a call for work that the payment is just to get up to Wudan to go to Mage House to inquire about work.
Seems less inviting now.
So
If we have another reason to head that direction, I'm all for keeping this in our back pocket and going to visit.
There does not appear to be any kind of rush or timetable associated with this job.
So if we can find another reason to go,
that way.
Also, one thing to think about your characters, how they would feel about a Magiocrity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that was like, I have a good idea what Skull's feelings are, but like,
Yeah.
but Skull also any form of authority.
Yeah, I mean, he's not into anybody being in charge of anything unless it's him in charge of a boat.
So
But
that's something for you to chew on a little bit too, because
But he also is really into beating people that want to give him money.
there's that. But it's one of
Pretty big into that one.
it's one of the it's these three cities are one of the very few. Magiocrities are not very common on Liverworth. Generally speaking, most people have a more Scald-esque opinion on magic. Oh, I don't do magic. I don't want to fuck with magic. I don't want to understand magic. So the idea of people with magic being in charge is a little unsettling for most. So,
I couldn't care less.
well, with that, I think that's a good stopping point. We'll pick up with you guys heading to the chef, which I also think some of you want to go to the blacksmith as well.
I would like to visit, yes.
Master
And we will
Lindor.
We will pick up with that after our next break. Welcome back, everybody, to Campaigns and Concoctions, where we have, I think, one repeat drink. Is that a repeat?
Yes.
There, John, for Dustin.
It is a repeat for Dustin.
So we won't go into
Just
that.
not double strained.
I did make one while we were playing earlier that I didn't talk
Yep.
about. So I'm calling that guy Rye Passion. It's 1.5 ounces of St. George Rye Gin, 3/4 ounce passion fruit syrup, half an ounce of Cochi Americano Aperitivo, half an ounce of Cointreau, and 1/4 ounce of Benedictine. It was a pretty tasty drink. And then the other one that I made just now, I'm stuck on this rye gin, guys. I'm sorry. I did.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Don't
So
not
it's so
sorry.
terrible.
St.
So
George
terrible.
sponsor us.
Yeah,
Go
St.
buy
George,
it,
like for
'cause
real
it's
though.
the
St.
best.
George sponsor.
Yeah, we like your coffee liqueur. We
Yeah,
like your rye
we do.
gin.
We like all of it.
so many things.
So for this one, I did 1.5 ounces of St. George Rye Gin. I did a 1/2 ounce of Cochi Americano. I did 1/4 ounce of Benedictine. I did a 1/2 ounce of Nonino Amaro. And I did 1/4 ounce of date syrup. And about 1/2 ounce, might have been a heavy half, of the lime acid orange juice.
Mm-hmm.
And it turned out really good. Garnished that with a cherry.
I don't know what to call this one. It is a work in progress for sure. It is based off of the template from Saturn, which is a tiki cocktail that has gin, which is very rare. It has 1.5 ounces of that St. George Rye Gin. St. George, please sponsor us. It has 0.75 ounces of the lime acid orange juice. It has 1/2 ounce of the passion fruit syrup, 1/2 ounce of orgeat, and 1/4 ounce of Benedictine, and it is garnished with a sprig of mint. And I don't want to share it. It's very good.
That's fair. And then we also had a blueberry sage old fashioned, which I made, which is 2 ounces of Atticus Jones rye whiskey, 1 ounce of blueberry sage simple syrup, a bunch of dashes of Angostura bitters, because I say put in as much as you want, be it 1 or 17. That's on you. In my case, I like 5. Stir that over ice, strain it into a rocks glass with a large cube, express an orange peel over top of it, rub it around the rim, dump it in, and it is delightfully sweet if you like a sweet cocktail with rye whiskey. Thank you, Matt, again, as always, for recommending the rye. Mm-hmm. So,
Driftwood.
let's go. The party has now decided to talk to the chef. So you make your way down to the Driftwood. At this point, it's still kind of midday. So at this point, the restaurant they are not a all-day restaurant. This is the fancy one. This is like a 4 to close kind of place. So though, even though they are closed, out back is where the real work is happening. For those of you who have been in the service industry, you understand.
But a
But
place like that, they probably got 2 hours of prep before they even start.
so you walk up,
Easily.
probably more so
Yeah.
in this case, and you can definitely see the chef directing the flow of things in the back. She is a dragonborn. Traditional, you get that, that French chef outfit, right? The pants, the white garb, the apron.
Rings of Jupiter.
Ooh,
Jupiter
good.
also
Good name.
has rings.
Yep. Good name.
It's not drops of Jupiter.
Oh!
Could also be rings of Uranus.
Your anus also has. Your anus definitely has rings.
We'll continue to think about this. It definitely has to have rings in the name.
I felt really good about that one.
Yeah.
It's really good, man. It's really good.
The reaction I got from Curtis after that whole bullshit with Jello Malort shots, motherfucker.
We're gonna do another one in a second.
Yeah, I just took another one. I'll have another one with John when we're ready. When something exciting happens. Next drink, motherfucker, we're taking those. I'll go get them prepped.
Sorry.
So as
I'm like tempted.
I am not.
Only for a drink, motherfucker, though.
As the chef is directing traffic, you got crates of vegetables and sides of beef and pork, and everything's coming in. But you can clearly see who this person is. What would you guys like to do?
As I walk up, I say, "Hey, chef."
She is unfazed. Obviously, she's been called that before.
I'm sure.
What is it you guys want? I'm rather busy here.
Yeah, you want mushrooms?
And at that, because she didn't even look at you.
Yeah.
And it snaps right to you. I do. One moment. So she grabs someone, probably her sous chef, she gives some direction, whispers some directions, and she says, "Come with me." And she actually brings you in through the kitchen to the bar.
Perfect.
Where she lays out a few small glasses and pours something that is very reminiscent of frozen Jägermeister.
Some more.
No. No. It's not as bad.
Okay.
Like, because there's nothing as bad as Malort.
Valid.
There really isn't.
No, there isn't.
I'm so excited.
Question your sanity, both of y'all.
Fair point.
I've been questioning yours for
There's
a long
nothing
time.
to question. I don't have it.
No.
I'm in Pinocchio mode.
Have you met John?
Yeah, I have. That's also why I realize he does have some, because I've known him for a very long time.
That's fair. That's fair.
When we've had long discussions about Beowulf and the Epic of Gilgamesh.
Right.
You start to feel like Tolkien was a hack.
Oh.
I just think he was just like any other fantasy writer. He just what I'm doing here. So she lays it out for everyone. Everyone has a shot, including the Pinocchio Sark. She says, "To business." Shoots it right away. Unlike Jägermeister, this is actually delicious.
Oh, nice.
Braulio.
Yeah.
But it's just like, you get that Jägermeister has that very particular look, right? So, yes,
Braulio, Fernet, Chinar.
for one of our specialties here is a mushroom risotto dish.
Sounds delightful.
The mushrooms that we prefer to use are very difficult to find. They only grow in one specific region here on Haven. And within the last 4 or 5 years, it's become more and more difficult to gather them. Some sort of beast has taken hold. It's just to the south of a large lake that feeds the river that exits here. I used to be able to walk and just grab them.
Have you seen the Beast?
I have not. But the last few people that we have sent that way have returned floating down the river in pieces.
Interesting.
Ooh.
So do you want us to get mushrooms or do you want us to kill the beast?
Yes.
How much?
I'm willing to pay 5 silver per mushroom.
Okay. And how much for the head?
Bring me the head and the location of the beast, because depending on the beast, it may be an interesting dish.
You just want the whole beast?
I'll go get it. I'll take care of that. For the head, how about 100 gold?
How many people did you say died?
3.
Make it 300.
She walks back into a little office and she opens up a vault. A little vault and starts counting out. And comes back out. I can do 215.
Just do 2. We'll take the 10 silver per mushroom.
5 silver.
Fasting.
And dinner with.
Dinner will obviously be. Dinner is obviously included.
I am excited to eat this mushroom dinner. I think this sounds like a fair deal. And I step past Scald and I shake her hand.
Okay. Sorry, family. That was a Jared moment.
Yes.
Sid would not have said that.
This is true, but Jared is fucking gullible.
That was so good.
She does, because she really doesn't know you. She eagerly shakes your hand.
Okay.
But she did fire back the 5.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm sure she did. When she fires back 5, I nod and smile and I stick my hand out to shake her hand.
Shake it.
Elle, do you have a map of the island?
Not at the moment.
Can you give us a heading or a direction of where we should go to
Follow the river.
follow the river? Okay. We'll do that.
She pours you another one.
Nice.
While that's happening, Ella's been writing down the terms.
Okay.
She pulls out, rips a piece of paper out of the notebook that he has, and sets it in front of her with the terms.
Mm-hmm. She reads it, signs. She is a business person, so she does understand that concept. So I was not intending to turn you guys into some sort of fucking corporation, okay? I find it hilarious though that this table has started a corporation.
Every fucking time.
I feel like that's mostly my fault.
Every fucking time.
Every time.
Yeah. It just seems an efficient way to build the things you want.
I like money.
We need to roll some dice so we can drink these Miller shots.
I'm trying.
Okay, let's go.
Needs a strong word.
Fair.
So-
let's roll dice.
Just real quick, my friend and I are going back and forth about the Malort Jello shots right now. And he said, Malort makes you want to brush your teeth so hard you need a shower. And I said, I tell people it has flavor notes of grapefruit and burnt Band-Aids. He said, I usually say it tastes like grapefruit and gasoline. I said, I tell folks the aftertaste lasts longer than my marriage did. He says it tastes like perfume tastes. I said, when I toast the shot with folks, I say to a slow and painful death. And then I followed it up with what I really like about it is how it gives you the exact back of the mouth taste and feeling of bile rising in your throat.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
100%.
I thought that was share worthy. I thought that was pretty good.
Oh god.
The overwhelming waves of bitterness that come after Malort.
Family, this is
it's a
us
lot.
telling you not to drink Malort.
Unless you come to the
Jepson's.
nearby bar, come
Please
to the nearby
sponsor
bar.
us.
Yeah, Jepson's sponsor us. Come to the nearby bar, come hang out with me, do a shot with me. You will never have more fun doing something more terrible.
I agree
Promise
with that.
you.
I do agree with that.
All right.
You will both love and regret it.
Have we left or are we still sitting?
I was gonna pull the contract back around and sign it with his full name, actually.
Okay.
If anybody looks at it.
I noticed how many letters it takes up, but that's it.
He's the only one who
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Matt.
It's a 7, Curtis.
That's a 20 right there.
I just.
I saw the
20.
wrong fuck.
Yeah. I rolled a 7. I'm
so
sorry.
close. We were so close.
Just drink it, dude.
No, wait it out.
And then he's gonna.
He needs incentive to drink it because it's fucking Malort.
Malort does not get better with age.
Hence, why are you drinking it?
I mean, it's not better.
It's not better.
Okay.
Oh, we'll take the contract, fold it in the pocket,
Okay.
and turn around and start walking.
All right. What
As soon as he's passed, I do like pivot and follow.
Proud of myself.
Yeah, let's go get some mushrooms for dinner.
We're gonna go in a hole first.
We already went to the hole. Oh, we're gonna go to the hole to
In
go
the
to
hole.
the
In the hole first.
Now we're going in the hole.
Do either of you know anybody that would pay to
That's what I
have
was thinking.
something dangerous killed here?
It's a 2-hour trip to where we want to go down the hole.
Yeah. Her.
Somebody else.
Is it faster
You
to
pay
go
twice for
hole
killing the same
side
thing,
or
that's
the
a lot better.
other
Interesting.
entrance? About the same.
It's not a bad
Let's go
idea.
hole side. There's less people.
Okay,
Some
I'll.
places have bounties on dangerous animals and things.
Do we know if the harbor master would pay to have a dangerous animal that's inhibiting commerce taken out?
The
Roll an insight check.
commerce is amazing.
I probably do not know.
I rolled a dirty 20.
Probably not.
All right.
A little bit outside the bounds.
They don't really care about what happens in the jungle, right? If you go in the jungle and die, it's because you were dumb.
I mean, I get that. But maybe the harbor master's favorite dish is the risotto.
Who knows?
Quick question. Is where we were if we
think
follow
we
a
can
river,
afford
would
to
that
eat
be
there.
the same direction
That's valid.
we went
John.
when we were in the hole?
Who Bear's favorite dish is honey. You know it.
That was
may
it.
die.
Fish may die.
That was a yes.
They both head northward.
Is there anybody rich that gets things out of the jungle?
You two can roll history checks.
We're gonna answer by the time we get to the hole. I'm throwing you down it.
It's like,
You don't know.
went all the way over here. Insight? 14.
History.
Or history? 12.
No, you guys are pretty sure that no. Those are not circles you run in, so you're not 100% sure.
I do boats. I do things on boats. And things underwater.
Hang out with people that are hungry. Because I have food to give to them. But now I hang out with you guys who are on boats.
I hate it here.
Let's go.
The
Let's go then.
We've already discussed this. The entire population of this town could be contained into one building in Tinkerman.
Not even.
I didn't say which building.
That's fair.
At this
Before
point,
we
I'm
go-
hoping we're at the ladders.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you had something else.
I was gonna say, before we go to the hole, I want to check out the building I bought.
Right.
It's the other way.
They wanted to hit the blacksmith. We can go.
That's
check out the
right, that's
warehouse.
right.
They
Yeah,
can
we
go
do
to the
want to-
blacksmith.
We can do that.
Yeah.
So you guys,
We'll split.
as you walk along, it's fairly obvious which one is yours. Because one side of the roof has collapsed to the ground.
Tight.
I want to, from the outside, noticing that, just punch one of the corners of the building.
Which
And wait.
which corner? One of the collapsed ones, one of the not collapsed ones.
Whatever corner is on the front side closest to where we walked up.
Okay, it's gonna be one on the collapsed side. Roll attack, please.
I want
need a
Sark
damn screen.
to knock this building down so bad.
I have kind of open wood too.
It'd be pretty fucking fun.
This is why I didn't pick, like, which side. I was like, no, we would walk up to it, and that's the side he would punch. Oh, goody. That's a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Congratulations, you punched the fucking building.
I wasn't worried about actively.
I hope that the inanimate object that you're trying to punch doesn't have a
jump out of the
super
way.
high.
Okay, that's not bad. That's only 6 points of damage.
As you hit this corner, which is actually the roof, the thatch roof begins to snap and bristle as this kind of the quarter of the roof collapsed to the ground.
Huh.
Did Patrice come with us, or did you go to the blacksmith?
He was going to the blacksmith.
Correct.
Did anyone else go with them?
I'm going to blacksmith.
Yeah, you're going to the blacksmith.
Yeah, I think I'd go to blacksmith.
I got cool shit last time I was at the blacksmith. I'm going to the blacksmith again.
Do I know if any of that is salvageable?
Good question. Side. Wow, this is like a weird one. Wisdom. Just a straight wisdom.
Alright.
With advantage?
No. This isn't magical.
He also doesn't.
That's a nat
buildings.
20.
Yay!
Drink, motherfucker. Drink,
Malort.
Malort shots.
You guys are wrong.
I'm drinking beer.
It's not so good once it touches your lips.
Yeah.
It only gets worse the farther it gets down.
The total comes
It's
up
like
21.
hey Jan, not too good.
Yeah, this is the thatch would probably not be, or no, the thatch would be, but like it would need to be completely like just redone in general. But the framing and all that stuff could probably be reused.
Does the Jello abate the Malort? at
I
least?
think a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
How much?
That's why I'm curious about it.
Would I have seen or have some idea how much it would actually save me if I reused some of this?
I'm just gonna say no.
Yeah.
You know, that's a little bit outside your bounds.
Do you want me to punch it again?
Not yet.
Okay.
And you see, as you turn to ask that, you see Al has the flamethrower out, tapping it against his leg.
So as you look at it at the building, so if we were to look at it, you're coming. So you're coming this way. This is the roof, so it's going to be on the ground like this. But the other half of the building, so there's a center set of pillars that seem to be holding it up. It's just this exterior side to the west that seems to have collapsed, and it was kind of sitting above, and then it just so this half of the half, so this quarter is what's fallen. This still seems to be kind of holding on. So
The sidewalls on that half.
this
okay.
yeah. Look okay.
I could always burn it later.
No crime brulee today.
I mean, is it really a crime if you own it?
Goodness, you do this. You do too.
And you don't claim insurance on it?
Okay. I was like, but we've done that. Oh, okay. Is that the weird paper things you shuffle when we do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was one of the things I had you forge a while ago.
Huh. Alright.
Hey guys.
We know where they went, and they're
Yeah.
probably going to be longer than us since we're not actively burning this down today.
Should probably go find Patrice and figure out how much this is going to cost me to fix, too.
Do you think the shipwright could do it since we pay them anyways?
I don't see why not. They're both wood.
Just a thought. Alright, let's go find them at the blacksmith.
As the two of them leave to head off to their warehouse, the four of you arrive at the blacksmith, Master Lindor. She is, at this point, in her usual uniform of the leather apron her pants and whatever the D&D equivalent of a sports bra is working.
Yeah, but you can see her triceps.
Oh, she's ripped. She's ripped.
Yeah.
Right. She is definitely. One of the people that we follow jointly on Twitter, John. The
Yeah.
the nerd, the buff nerd.
That's right.
That one. Very similar build to that. So you walk in and she is tink 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 away. What are you guys doing?
Can I roll perception to see if there's anything strange going on or new there?
Those are two different questions.
Can I see roll perception to see if there's anything new?
Okay. 4. No.
Well,
She's hammering away.
She is hammering away.
I'll look around for an attendant.
Make a perception check for me.
Nope.
I guess we just stand there and admire for a
Nope.
while.
I stand there for a moment, waiting to see if she'll notice us.
Is there? So I've been here before. Is there like a area that things that are for sale at all?
So it's stuff that's hanging on the wall.
Okay.
So she has she has sections for each, right? Because this is where you found the armor that you have was in the she has an armor section, and then she has her arms separated by type, so like rapiers, warhammers, halberds, those kinds of things.
We're gonna look for shields.
Make a perception check, or that would be an investigation check. You're looking for something specific.
I cannot find shields on the wall apparently because that is a. Woo. You guys can't see this. Jared is trying to give me dice right now because I'm rolling so poorly tonight. That is a 5.
The thing is it's that easy. It's a small room. Shields are quite big. The thing is you just.
He takes twice as long.
It takes you quite some time. You are distracted by the. You didn't know this was a thing for you. Burly women pounding on metal is apparently a thing for you now.
You kink unlocked.
Yep.
I'm just picturing the video game achievement.
Right, yeah.
We apparently need a TikTok now.
Yep, that's a thing on TikTok.
Lesbian blacksmith, TikTok, kink unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
That happened to me. So
We're shocked.
Super shocked.
I know. And then and then I wonder why I'm single.
Right.
the perpetually unavailable to the cis het dude. But you're distracted. You're obviously distracted. You've been in, but you've never really seen her like full bore at work. And eventually, as she lifts whatever she's working on and dips it into the oil, and that's when you turn and you can see that she has a few shields, not many of them. They're kind of separating the arms and armor. They're kind of just sitting in a row. She's probably at 6 of them. Right? They're all simple, very simple, circular wood shields banded in steel. John, you didn't have any work that was being done at this point, right?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
But he will.
Yes.
Well, no, I just want to make sure that, because I remember he got your pauldron.
I've got my pauldron. I've got my glove.
Mm-hmm.
That's everything as far as I recall.
And she pulls this piece out of the oil, and it drips, and it smolders. You see that this appears to be a chest plate.
Okay.
And she puts it on the anvil as she notices you. Ah, my new favorite customer.
My new favorite blacksmith.
What can I do for you today?
I'm looking to add some more pieces to this this left arm that we've been working on here.
You talk to her like she's your tattoo artist.
Uh-huh.
That's
Just
awesome.
picked up on
I
this.
just did. Yeah, sometimes you pick up on that. I'm gonna add to this arm here.
Well, here's the question: How many tattoos do you have?
0.
Exactly. There's conversations that you have with your tattoo artist that It takes someone the uninitiated a while to pick it up.
That's right.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It was only, 14 episodes? 15 episodes?
Well, here's the thing.
Right.
We have both, or actually thrice, the extremely tattooed,
Yes.
the non-tattooed, and then the very little tattooed.
Yes.
So,
He's got a couple.
I've got a couple. I've got a couple.
I got one. Not a couple. One.
One.
Oh no.
I've got his shoulder lined. I need to
So-
finish those.
In a round, like, obviously I'm not like, I'd like to increase my AC by 1 over
Mhm.
time. But that is ultimately the goal is to
So,
increase my AC
meta.
by 1 with this.
let's
right?
let's
yeah.
talk meta real
Yeah.
quick. Are you looking to just aesthetically?
Yeah.
Are you looking to do singular side?
Yeah,
Like
just-
maybe like something
So I
that
just
kind of
want,
because it's your left, right?
yeah, I want my
So, like-
left arm.
Would you maybe think about doing something? This is just me, so
Yeah.
I can justify a full
Yeah.
bump.
Yeah.
So don't dab. Don't dab. I will.
No, that's how you're going to stick
Yeah, you are doing it.
It like something that kind of cuts across,
Mhm.
and then you get like kind of like that,
Like a single like
the
breastplate.
top of the breast plate
Yeah.
that comes all the way
So
down.
like,
I'm trying to find a way that
yeah, no, I get you. So like, the goal is to have a pauldron and then a full arm of plate, essentially.
or maybe one of those
And then-
little silly shields from Knight's Tale.
See, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I want like an arm of armor that is
Yeah.
effectively the silly
just-
shield. Like it's effectively a buckler.
I'm
right?
I'm just trying to justify
Yeah.
it visually.
But also like, I don't want anything on the outside that would cover the chest, but underneath that, like we
Could
could
do, like,
add to the studded leather.
Brocaded plate.
Yeah.
yeah, that
Yeah.
well, you almost need it
Yeah.
to
I
support
mean, I'd
the
be
weight.
more than fine to either do one side or both sides.
Mhm.
Like do a like just a breastplate that just goes across.
Well,
the
we could also
ankles,
do. I
you
think
know?
what we could do is kind of like a studded leather harness
Yeah,
that
yeah.
will help you.
Because
support
I've already
the-
got studded leather armor.
Yeah,
You know.
so it'd just be some sort of tie-in.
Yeah, something
You know.
that connects it all. Because I've got my great coat over it, right?
Yeah,
and
just
so
that
this
way-
is going over the great
I'm
coat.
just I'm
All
trying
my
to
other
I'm
armor's
trying
under
to
it.
justify.
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I hear
I'm
you,
trying
yeah.
to make it happen for you.
I know. I know. We'll get there. And essentially, I'm having her, like, every time that I do this, I'm leaving my great coat with her,
Mhm.
and she's building it into the great
Oh,
coat
that makes it
itself.
even easier
Yeah,
then.
she's building
Okay.
it directly into the great coat. So,
Minus the gauntlet.
yeah, minus the gauntlet, yeah.
Well, depending on what you want to do, you might have to leave the gauntlet.
Might have to.
So
Basically, don't have this hand this piece right.
Yeah, right now I need elbow,
upper arm.
bicep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you got the pauldron and the gauntlet.
Yeah.
What's our time frame?
I'd like for it to be relatively quick, but I don't know if I can leave my coat with you right now because I do have to go do some killing. So, but if you can start getting the pieces ready so that I could then drop off my coat to you when I get back, and maybe it takes a day or two from that point to secure it to the coat, and I can come back and get it from you. You know, that would work out well. I'd anticipate I'm probably going to be gone for 2 or 3 days, realistically.
She was not shocked by the killing bit.
Yeah. I mean, she may not know who I am, but she can tell what I am.
Well, she's also
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, exactly.
Matching?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really like this this cracking groove you've got going on right now. Big into it.
Is there anyone else who needs anything from your group? Armor wise?
I was looking to purchase a shield.
I'm talking about we can talk, but custom work.
I might want some custom work on the shield.
Because I've recently purchased something.
Oh?
If you'll come with me.
Yeah, absolutely.
She takes the 4 of you back, and you
Okay.
see this is where the gnomes are.
Mhm.
Hitting the bellows. And it's comical, right? Because
Yeah.
it's like the one on the end actually
Like, comes
comes
up off the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in my head, yes.
yeah.
It's like Princess Mononoke.
Exactly.
Animation and there's
Yeah.
like a circle of them
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
bouncing up and
Yep.
spinning. And
You're not wrong.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
not
Yeah.
wrong. But she goes into the back, and she has a heavy padlock that's probably it's probably 8 inches thick.
Yeah.
And she pulls out like a skeleton key, clank, satisfying clank. She opens it up and she pulls out, Crown Royal dice bag size. And she pours into her hand some green dust.
Ooh.
No. We know what that is.
The person that sold this to me said that this will imbue properties into my work. So I'm tempted to try.
How far will that go? What you've got?
I think I can use about this much. And she pours it probably,
A small
small
palm
full. Maybe probably about 3 or 4 tablespoons.
Mhm.
Probably use this on yours. Now the thing is it's going to increase the price.
Fine with that.
This was extremely pricey. And she puts it down.
Do you have need
How
for this
pricey
on a
was
regular basis, or is this your first foray?
This is my first foray. I don't know if it's going to be something that I'm going to need. I'm testing it out. Maybe.
It's good to know. Good to know. Like, if in the future we supplied the material that you're using, would it reduce the price of the elements that are being produced?
If you provide the powder, I'm obviously not going to charge you for the powder. But there's still workmanship and outside material.
Obviously.
Yeah, of course.
That's
We could also
that's why we come here. Is for
we could
your
also just sell it to you
workmanship.
and then buy stuff from you.
There's that as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have never worked this before.
Okay.
So,
Well, I would be more than happy to have you try it out on the 2 pieces that I'm asking for from you. And if it works well, I might end up having you recast my pauldron and my gauntlet with it as well.
that we can do.
Can I ask you a question? My former commander, she gave me this warhammer. Is there anything that, unfortunately, I didn't get to train with her long enough to become super skilled with it? Is there anything you could do to help me?
No.
Hmm.
This is a finished, complete weapon.
Okay.
There's really not much we can. I can't train you. I can make you another one, but there's really not much I can do for you.
Okay. Do you know who is the most skilled in this warhammer in town?
That's not something that most sailors use.
Yeah.
So it's fairly uncommon, so I wouldn't know. Most
Okay.
of mine should end up being purely decoration for some rich person's salon. Makes a pretty penny though.
Yeah, sure would.
Oh, just the green stuff. What if you made a shield using some of that?
I don't know what it would do. I don't know how it would react to wood, and because there's so little steel, it's only the banding on this. It would require me to basically either unmake a shield and remake it.
Could you make like a buckler shield with it? She's not exactly the largest person in the room, so
I'm not.
a buckler may not be a bad idea in the
That
first
is a
place.
possibility. Make you a small shield. It's a possibility. Again, I don't know what it would
Yeah.
do.
Look, I've got platinum burning a hole in my pocket. I'm more than happy to give you some money to experiment.
I'm in the same boat, and I need a shield. So
Yeah, we do all share the same boat.
Thank you, Witcheries. Thank you.
That's actually really good. I'm disappointed to admit that that's really good.
I can't respond to that in character. I can't respond to that out of character. Just, God damn it, Kurt.
I think we all just stare at Patrice for a second and then continue our conversation.
Really sad Sarge not there now.
Amazing.
But yeah, essentially a buckler would be great, and if you're gonna make one, that you could like work a spider design onto it.
Easy. The design work is no problem.
Oh, hold on, my God.
Why I'm asking for it?
Yeah.
Because I know it's gonna look fucking cool.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna spend money on stuff, it better look fucking cool.
Right. Exactly.
Speaking of money,
This is what I do with money. Yeah.
I've
This is
never
what
had
I do
money
with
before,
Yeah.
so okay.
When you have money, you can look wicked fucking cool whenever you want. It's
Huh.
really cool. Yeah. You can also eat good stuff and you can drink good stuff.
Do you-
It's awesome.
Outside of the integration of, actually, you know what? How free are you willing to let me be with the design?
Knock yourself out.
I have ideas.
Do you have any sulfur that I could purchase? Small amount.
Sure, actually, I think pretty sure. John, this is actually
Yes.
for Europe. Thank you.
Odds are high.
Less than would fit in the palm of, like just a little bit. Just a little pinch or two.
I mean, it depends on if she's working iron into steel or if she's working straight steel. But
I mean, I would assume she probably does both.
I
In a place like this,
yeah.
probably.
you take what metals you can get.
Yeah, I don't think she's just working steel. She's probably forging as well.
Yeah. Forging, casting.
Mm.
You're not going to spend a fuck ton of time forging a really badass steel warhammer for some fop that's just going to hang it on a wall. You're going to cast that shit out of pig iron and give it to him and sell it to him for a fuck ton. After you gild it way the fuck out.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you needing it for components?
That's right.
Correct.
Step one.
What
Pig
do
iron.
you need?
Step two.
What's the component? Or
Sulfur. Step three.
I get that, but is it a price?
It doesn't have a price. It just says.
Do you have
Exactly.
a focus, or
Then you
then you don't need it if you have a focus or a components pouch?
Yeah, but I like the components. I have them. Can I have some?
Because here's the thing: if you do this, then you're going to have to purchase every component,
I have.
and you're going to need to keep track of the said components.
Yeah.
And you're going to need to tell me that you're using those components as you cast spells.
You mean like when I bought that leather from her? That was.
But you haven't been telling me that you've been using your components as you've been casting spells.
I felt like I did when I used it for that specific spell.
Probably 1 and
Also-
2, 1 and 3 spells that I've heard you use.
It's just
components
it's one of those things that it's just like
Correct.
right, like
if you want to do it, do it.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, mechanically, you don't need to, because if you have a spell casting, that's the whole point of having a focus or a
Yeah.
component spell.
Well, it's not a bad idea to have it as a
Yeah.
backup in case you lose your focus or whatever, you know.
We're also on a boat for weeks at a time at this point.
Yeah.
I don't have. I don't. My spells don't require too many components.
Okay. So, do you want to work on it and then we'll talk about pricing when we get back, or do you want to deposit?
I'm going to work on her shield
Okay.
because I don't need you to leave material, because I'm assuming you want everything connected.
I do. But if you can work on the pieces and
I
then
can
I
get
can
the
drop it
pieces
off.
started.
And, yeah. If you
For
can get them
sure.
put together and then I can drop it off to you, and you know,
I believe it was 75 gold for the pauldron.
sounds about right. Yeah. Look, I haggle with everybody except you.
No,
you tell me what you want me to pay.
This is also Morgan trying to
Yeah.
remember.
But I like Skeld straight up tells her I haggle with
That's it, like-
everyone except for
So I
you.
want to look up what a shield costs.
Shield's cheap. This is going to be a little bit more.
Well, yeah, no, but like it's a
I
starting
think
point.
a shield's 10.
I can look up what a magical shield would cost.
Shield is 10. Just base shield. For like a +1, I'd have to look at the DMG.
So this would be.
I'll have it in a second here.
Well, it's not necessarily going to be a
101
+1
is the
because
starting
Morgan
place.
doesn't know what's going to do yet.
Sounds
Right.
about right.
So like a +1 magical shield starting is 101
Mm-hmm.
as the base.
I think it runs 101 to 501. is the
We're
range.
gonna say in this case 100, just to keep it simple. 100 gold. And then John, for your 2 pieces, because I think each piece so far has been 75.
I think the gauntlet was like 90,
That's right.
and then the pauldron was 75.
So in this case, the elbow piece is gone, and this is all before the residuum is added, which is because that is what it is.
Yeah.
What?
The elbow piece is going to be 30.
Okay.
The bicep will be 90.
Okay.
And then we're going to add 100 for the residuum. So that's going to be 90, 120, 220 gold for the whole piece. And
I give her 10 platinum
okay.
for my shield.
I give her 22 platinum.
I give her 2 silver for some sulfur.
Sounds about right.
Clank, clank.
Yep.
Ding, ding.
Yeah.
Right.
Can I
I'm
look
still
around?
stacked.
Can I look around? Is
Still
there
fucking
anything
stacked.
done like with copper?
No, she does not work in copper.
I did not think so.
That is one. You're not going to really find copper weapons because it's just not. It doesn't.
Doesn't work.
So, and the same thing with when it comes to arms and armor or to armor,
Totally fair.
right? So I mean, you could. I mean, you could commission something from her, especially with the well, she doesn't. I don't think she has enough residual
No.
for armor.
Okay.
I mean, so
Copper
I
would
could
be
not
fully
yet.
I
gross
could maybe
at the
teach you how to use a light hammer, but
Oh,
I don't know how to use a wood
She
hammer.
could. Yeah, I was about to say she could teach you how to hammer metal.
Mm-hmm.
She's not a warrior, man. She's a
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
No, I was just curious if she made
Yeah.
anything. Just anything off the cuff.
Yeah.
Just a thought. Worth looking.
Yeah.
Totally fine if there's not even.
Weird.
It's a no.
Makes sense. Makes sense. All right. So I think from there we head to.
We showed up.
At this point, you guys probably be walking up right around this time.
Did he blow down your house?
Half of it is fallen down already.
That sounds right.
Was fallen down or fell down?
Yes.
I just finished the job on part of it, apparently.
How long were you guys gone?
I hit it once.
Why'd you hit it?
Mostly to see if the whole thing would fall down.
It would be a good thing to know before you walked inside. I agree with you. That's probably prudent.
How much does wood cost?
I mean, like, not that much.
That's a forest.
I mean, it's
right?
like, yeah, we have ample supply around. It depends on the kind of wood, or if you need boards or planks, or if you need it like worked.
Here's my actual question. Would it save me a lot of money to reuse what's there?
Probably, yeah.
Man, there's still no creme brulee.
Still not a crime. I own it.
Is he talking about dessert now? What is he talking about?
Well, isn't arson the dessert of crimes?
It is not as cool as the crime of stealing, but it's pretty cool and hot. It's like
Yeah, but like
Cool.
stealing something you do because you need to eat dinner, right? Like I could see arson being dessert.
the dessert.
My point is, though, it's not arson if you already own the building and don't try to collect the insurance on it.
Do you think they have insurance here?
What's insurance?
Never heard of it before.
Do we need to?
Not true for the two of you.
Do you need to destroy evidence? Is that why you need to burn the building down?
It just seemed like
No, he has a
fun.
new toy.
Oh, so this would be a consequence of.
If it wasn't going to save me a lot of money to keep what was left, I was just going to burn it and start over.
Okay, so you were trying to figure out whether it was worth.
He wants
the
to.
amount-
He wants to play with fire. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
that's not a terrible plan. Like, it probably wouldn't be a lot. I mean, we have a lot. Like the amount, like you could get so much wood with what you have, but like it's all about labor, right? Like you're paying for the labor, you're paying for the craftsmanship. You're not paying for the wood.
I rarely pay for wood.
Yeah, wood just
From
happens.
time to
It's
time,
not
I
about
pay
how
for wood.
much wood you have, it's about the craftsmanship, you know?
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, I paid
This
for
That's
it.
gonna be
gas
my
joke, isn't it? I
new.
don't
That's gonna
get
be my new. It's fuck boats and oceans. It's It's not about how much wood you've got. It's about the craftsmanship. From now on, that's just too funny,
The
How
strangest
much-
double entendre there is.
right?
Yet works.
How much is not much in this case?
I would guess, if you were to get enough planks and boards and beams to build a building, I mean, do you
Like half the building is still standing and in decent condition. It looks like.
probably about 50 to 100 gold, maybe 50.
That would probably be closer to the whole build. It'd be like 100
Yeah,
gold.
yeah. If you wanted somebody to do the work for you, probably about 50 gold. If you wanted to just buy the raw materials, probably about a third of that.
So it'd save me about 50 gold to not burn it down.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like you probably shouldn't be lighting buildings on fire in a town we just got to recently. Who's going to put that out there? So far, we've got the local authorities paying us to do shit, and that feels
What?
like
Why
a good place to be in should we decide to do other nefarious things.
I mean, you're not wrong, but also I own the building now.
What about that pirate dock that we landed on? That seems like a good thing to burn down. You could
We
burn
plan
that
on
down. We
using-
don't own
burn
that.
Why would we burn down the pirate
using that.
Well, when we leave, you burn it down as you go.
We're
Burn.
not planning on going just once.
Why would we burn
Well,
down
we
the
could use the regular dock after we use the pirate.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just trying to have you not burn things down in town. I'm trying to come up with other. I don't know that many places. Okay, it's just the two right now.
Okay, I'm just going to say I think burning things down is a bad idea, first of all. Second of all, if all you need is a place to punch pigs, can you not do it in this place?
I mean, it needs to get repaired first, but yes.
All right, so pay somebody to repair it.
Yeah.
You've got money. You're fine.
I mean, I just spent
You
a fuck
two
ton of
might know
money on
better.
that, but
How much did you spend on it?
100 platinum.
All right. How much you got left?
I can pay
About
for
60
repairs.
platinum.
It was 100 platinum, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. 10,000. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
1,000 gold, yeah.
That includes the deed, not
Shit.
just the.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
just yeah.
Do you think we could just get the shipwright to do it since we're paying him already?
Probably.
I'm sure you could write a separate contract for it, for sure, but it's not going to be included in what was,
I like his answer better.
Yeah, but I know that guy.
No, they're talking about the one on the ship.
Oh, our shipwright.
Yeah, the one we're
The
already
carpenter.
paying.
Yeah, the guy we pay.
Oh, yeah,
The guy we
he
pay.
would be. He would be a little set. You could probably do that for the price of a bottle, I would assume.
Yeah.
For like a bottle a day.
We're gonna be gone for a couple days anyways.
Yeah, let's
Think he'll be bored?
probably.
Yeah.
I mean, the ship was in good shape when we got back.
Mm,
I would say if you gave him a extra, like
throw
a.
him a few gold.
Yeah, throw him a few
10,
gold,
20
give him a
they'll
few
be fine,
bottles, say, hey, I need this done.
Plus materials.
Yeah, plus materials.
Plus
of course,
cost
obviously.
materials, yeah.
Realistically, we
Sark
could just
turns
have
around
him,
and leaves.
We can just
Like
have him
he's gonna
source
miss,
it, yeah.
he's like,
Have him
gold
source the
done.
wood, and then we'll pay him for it afterwards. It's fine. He knows where to find us.
Sark's gonna go to Badge in the Bottle,
Mm-hmm.
buy 2 bottles of middle line
Okay.
rum, and go to the shipwright. Like he's like, I got my answer. I'm on my way.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna head for the ship.
So that'd be 10 gold for the bottles, for both bottles.
I still don't think I've dipped into my starting gold yet.
I spent 100 platinum and I still have more than I started the game.
All right. All this is done. You guys have contracted the carpenter. He is competent enough to build you a building.
I leave 50 gold with him for expenses
Okay.
in the form of 5 platinum. But yeah, here's expenses. Here's your initial payment. You've got probably 3 days.
Okay.
Plan for heavy locks on the doors.
Okay. Is there anything else anyone's got while we're right here in this part of town? Alright, that's a good place to stop. Let's take a real. What?
I'll ask you. A second.
Okay. I was gonna say it. With that, we're gonna take a real quick break, and we'll be right back, and we'll continue on. And welcome back, everybody. Campaigns and Concoctions. It's episode 16.
16.
Can you believe that already? I got asked today
I'm impressed we made it that far.
how long we've been doing this. We've been doing this since February.
Yeah.
So
Pretty solid.
it's October, the end of October.
Fuck.
So yeah, we've got a plethora. Wow.
A
plethora.
A plethora. Marriage.
A plethora
Wow.
of it looks like old-fashioned variations.
Yeah.
And then something else.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a couple old fashions and
Can I
something
try
else.
these something else?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
What is the something else, John?
So I did 1.5 ounces of plantation rum, 3-star plantation rum. I did. I just finished writing it down so I wouldn't forget.
Oh, yeah.
Half an ounce of Cointreau, half an ounce of Montenegro Amaro, half an ounce of yellow chartreuse, and half an ounce of lime acid orange juice with a very long orange twist that climbs all the way up the champagne flute.
You made an all liqueur drink.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good.
Mm-hmm.
There's your blacksmith, by the way.
Who?
She-Rage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's really good.
Claire Max.
The first of the old fashions was my attempt to just experiment. It's made with the. Now that I have to say it, I can't.
Calvados.
Thank you. Always gonna happen. So Calvados cask finish Laws 4 grain with the blackberry sage syrup. Otherwise, it's just a standard old fashioned.
Go ahead.
And the other old fashioned we made was with raspberry thyme syrup and Law's 4 grain and a twist of lemon, 2 dashes of Angostura, and 1 dash of patience.
That's a very good combo. I need to start adding Peychaud's to my bar.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, though. So at this point, everyone has gotten together.
You get to make Sazeracs. Peychaud's.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ever make Sazeracs. Sazeracs need to be made by a professional, and that I am not.
We're gonna do our Malort Jello shots.
Malort Jello
Matt's
shots!
jumping in with us.
I hate my life.
Not yet.
Peer pressure, peer pressure, peer pressure.
There you go. See, it starts off with that Jello, and then the Malort comes in. And the
I don't know what you were expecting there, man.
No, it's exactly how it was described to me.
right?
That was exactly the expression I was
Tastes like a
expecting to
strawberry
see, though.
starburst, and then you get sad.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Matt's body language was pure the like.
Why
I have to swallow this. Why the fuck am I doing this?
So you finish up with Master Lindor. You finish up with the carpenter from the ship, and you head towards the hole. You make it there. You climb down. You get to tell me what you're gonna do. Lynn.
And last time I had to go down the hole, I had to check.
Well, no, they've provided a rope, a sturdy rope ladder down.
Last time I climbed up a ship's mast.
Still not a rope ladder. Still not a rope ladder.
Correct.
The rope ladder is weighted at the bottom, so it doesn't move.
Okay.
If you can climb, you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Okay?
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
That's right.
5 Ds of dodgeball.
Well,
That's right.
So, the 6 of you begin the 2-hour walk.
Hank Azaria, please sponsor us.
Right?
I do need you to roll a D100 to see how much guano you were able to harvest.
The shit harvester. 55.
How much do you need?
Not much.
You need about half of what you need.
Okay. Well, yeah. Thank you.
Fortunately, none of the weird body mass slithery things come out to attack you. It seems that since you have cleared out these tunnels, there's a few more footprints. It seems that as you walk, there's been a little bit more exploration from the normal tunnel explorer folks that Patrice had told you about.
That's really tasty.
But as you get to the large doors, where the mechanical devices, where the portals were, this is where everything ends. It doesn't seem that the doors have been opened since you last left.
We took the key with us, didn't we?
You did.
Mhm.
Did you keep the key, or did you guys?
No, we kept the key.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
We
I
don't
couldn't-
give back anything that isn't asked for very explicitly.
I couldn't remember who had that.
Still have the keys around.
I assume
It's in
L.
my backpack.
I assume L has.
No, I couldn't remember because I
Yeah.
couldn't remember if you guys
Yeah, I had it last.
As we get there and look at the bracelet that says the bracelet that I found in here.
Jared's notes, for those of you who cannot see it, are spectacular.
Mm-hmm. My love forever and always is what it says. Is there anything different about it?
Nope.
Unlock the door, head through. Once we're all through, if I can lock it behind us, I will.
So, like last time, it opens and then when you come in, it closes on its own. But yeah, you can definitely lock it on its own, on your own. And as you're walking in, it's a very distinct hum. That wasn't there last time. If I can get everyone to make a perception check, L with advantage.
Oh, great. Passive overriding.
No.
Okay.
24.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
14.
Okay.
14?
Okay.
14.
Okay.
11.
That's my passive too.
So for SOA and Scald, this reminds you of the places you have been where there are machinery, mechanical machinery, but the pitch seems a little off than what you're used to. You're used to more of a plodding clank, 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 clank. This is more of a zzz, buzz. These two 14s don't get it, but you do because of just where you're from. So, sorry, I was pointing to Patrice and Sid. Their 14s were not enough, but L just has a little bit of extra knowledge being from Tinkermere, a fairly high technology city. This is, again, a little bit different than what you're used to, but you can recognize it a little bit more. So it's definitely some sort of machinery, you just don't know what it is or what is causing it. And you can't pinpoint a sound or a direction of it. But it's constant, this zzz, and then everyone kind of sparse it. No discernible pattern. I'm being a human making that sound. I naturally have a pattern, so, but it's for the three of you, you hear it.
That's probably not a good sound from here. I feel like portals to another dimension turning on is not gonna end well.
Yeah,
We should probably figure out where that is.
Start checking doors. Closest to the first door on the left.
if you go left, I'll go right.
I need a DMG, please. Thank you. Yeah, and I will feel free. You guys did document this last time you were here, so this is definitely not hidden information. This here bottom is where the doors are, or where you're coming from. So feel free as you want to look at it.
I'm gonna run to the end.
Yeah, but there's more descriptions in here. I think. Yeah, there it is.
So we're starting at the bottom.
Yeah, you start at the bottom and you're moving up.
If they're popping the doors open, I'm gonna stay in the middle so I can get to whichever room it is faster.
I definitely step in, to the limit of the door, check to see, and then we'll close the doors that I have checked behind me as a mark of which ones I've gone through.
Can I do a quick run down the hall and see if there's any doors that are left open?
They were all open.
They were open.
Yeah. Which is why I'm shutting them behind me to mark which ones. Look at.
Yeah, I think I would pick up on that and do the same thing. And I'm trying to be quiet about this.
Okay, so who is going which? Who went left and who went right?
I am left, so Sark is left. SOA went right.
SOA went right.
I'll go with SOA.
Okay. Anyone going with Sark?
I'll go with Sark.
Okay, and then you're just gonna run straight
I'm
down.
gonna run to the hall and do a zigzag pattern. I'll start here and just go.
Oh no, you're coming here. This is where you're starting.
Yeah, but I was gonna run to the end of the hall. Start turning quicker.
Why the zigzag? This is just Morgan being curious.
Because I'm the only one that went that way. Cover.
Well, I mean,
It's
but
more
everyone's
ground.
you're eventually gonna get there.
Yeah.
I think you'd stick near him, actually. You'd realize that we've all paired off.
Okay.
And stick
That's
near
fair. Alright, we'll do
the
that.
person who
Yeah, I
knows
think
the
that
most.
would be a little bit.
Let's not make it more complicated.
I would
Totally
have
fair. Let's do it.
left his hammer leaning against the wall, hands free.
I went with L.
Okay. I'm assuming you guys are probably paralleling down the middle. So the first door that Sark looks into is the one labeled Mechanicus. Mechanus. For SOA is Limbo. You open up to dark rooms. No lights. Next one for Sark and is Arcadia, and then Pandemonium. Nothing. And then the next one, which I believe, so Mount Celestia for Sark, and then the Abyss for SOA, which if I remember correctly, the Abyss is where you found the recording.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's still there because you left it. So the light is being thrown in the room that's opposite of the portal, but you know it's from that device, the recording device.
Was SOA in there with us? I think it was just Man Scald.
No, you called us all in.
Oh, did I? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all listened to it together.
Yeah, we all got called in.
Nothing else.
Nothing looks different.
Not that you can tell.
Okay.
I mean, it was still kind of a quick the last time you were there. The next one would be Bitopia for Sark, and then Carcerai for SOA. Still nothing. You get you two to roll another set of perception checks for these next couple of doors.
Can I help?
Sure, you can assist.
There.
You can assist as well.
We
got a double fuck on that.
Not as bad as that.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got a
so
6.
That's a 1 for anyone who is not here in the room.
It's a 1.
So you have to take a shot at Malort? Is that what you're saying?
23.
No, fuck that. John's already got it.
Curtis is all too eager about this Malort Jello shot situation. I just want you all to know
I'm
that.
making these to take him to work with me. I already threatened my coworkers with it.
I don't understand.
I'm thinking I'm gonna make just like a shit ton of Jello Malort shots for our Halloween party on Friday at work.
No.
It's gonna be fucking great.
That has nothing to do with
No,
that.
I don't go to meetings.
Also, not just that.
To a nat one.
Doing that one.
Wow.
To a slow and painful death.
So that was a 23.
Yes.
I had to roll
Pass
So
advantage.
bad when it hits your lips.
He had me roll with advantage.
Oh, okay. So the next door.
It grows on you in a really disturbing way.
So
Kinda does.
at this point, the buzz for everybody is growing. Both in real life and
Motherfucker, drink.
Yeah.
So the next door for Sark is Elysium, and the next door for SOA is. Why am I having such a hard time with your name tonight? Hades. The next one, Sark Beastland. This one I always have a hard time with. Gehenna. For
That's really good.
with each step, the buzz continues to increase in volume and in presence. And at this point, it begins to rattle the back of y'all's teeth. Just hitting
Cool.
hard.
Great.
If I could get L and Sid to make perception checks for me.
Fuck.
Did you get a 1?
We're doing
It's another
great.
now one.
Passive is fire.
Nope, this one's not passive.
13.
Not passive, Jared.
That's my not passive.
Okay.
No, actually, that's a nat one. That is not a. I lied.
Is that 2 nat 1?
We got
That's a
2
nat
nat
one.
ones?
That's
I
a
think
nat
Jared
one.
has to have one.
I think.
No, I'm not.
Lord.
I gotta
You
drive
guys do the
home.
last
I
one.
have to drive home.
There's like practically no alcohol.
Don't do it.
You
I'm
should.
not doing it.
There's practically
Matt's
no.
gonna.
If
Matt's
I'm
gonna
getting
I'll take
sacrifice.
it for you.
I
I'll take
am-
it for you.
Matt's gonna be the
Doing this for
scapegoat, the
Jared.
sacrificial
I
lamb.
literally thought that was a 7. I'm so sad.
Alright.
That is So that is
So is that 2 nat 1s on the
Seven.
same roll?
Same time,
On
yeah.
the, on the
Oh, the
same
same
roll.
roll.
Right after he rolled 1.
Yeah.
So,
Are you marking those down?
No, we don't have a. We don't have
The
a.
only
one
one-
of those. We've
Oh,
done
we
this
just have
Morgan.
totally valid. Morgan's totally valid.
that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which is
that
different.
one's-
But we can
yeah.
we can do some drink motherfucker ones.
so
Punish ourselves.
y'all are so distracted by this the physicality of this buzzing
That's 3.
that it is distracted you. You're not really paying attention to be able to pay attention. Hey guys, to pay attention to what is surrounding.
That was borderline panic attack right now.
The next door for Sark is Aboria, and the 9 hells for SOA.
How did I get the lower plans
You went right.
right now?
What have I always told you?
Go left.
Go left.
Left is right, right is wrong.
I also picked first. Didn't realize that. I just picked left because I know Morgan.
At this point, and I do it totally subconsciously too. It's a physical challenge to continue the walk
Oh.
as the power of the buzz has risen. Sark opens the last door labeled Isgard. Doesn't seem like much. Esway, you open the door labeled Acheron. As you open it, a ruddy red light escapes.
Oh shit.
The buzzing does some. I need to make a Constitution saving throw.
$11.
You fail. You take 1 point of, I guess, psychic damage would be the closest to what it would be. Something to that effect. As the the physical presence of this takes you to 1 knee. Need everyone else to make a perception check for me, please.
I'm trying to close the door.
8.
20.
There we go.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Sorry.
21.
22. Finally.
So everyone but L and Scald see.
I don't see shit.
You see SOA just hit a knee, and she can't, just because she can't seem to close the door. She's struggling right now.
That's the last door on the
It's the last door on the right.
Right.
And you see this ruddy red light beginning to escape. You're the bill.
L, that door.
Close the
and I
fucking
go
door, Skull.
bolting. I actually go bolting through it. Like,
You
trying
run
to-
through the door?
Yes.
I'm behind him.
I-
Not right behind him, but
I turn to SOA and I go, and I dip in behind.
I need
Sorry.
Sark to make an acrobatics check
Goody.
as you try to jump over SOA.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing a dive roll into the room.
Do these doors open in or out?
They open. Let me check my map.
Okay.
They open in.
Okay, so as soon as
Into
I
the
get
room.
inside, I'm going to turn and I'm going to look at the 3 that are still outside. I'm going to be like, try to save us, and shove the door shut.
Okay.
30-20 on my acrobatics check.
So yeah, you were able to just kind of you do one of those dives over to a combat roll, come up with your dukes ready to roll. As the next 2 of you come in, kind of swamping around a
And I
collapsed SOA.
immediately summon
soon as
my sword to my
And
hand.
as soon as Skull turns to push the door, L, I need you to make a perception check for me, please.
let's try this one.
Uh-huh.
Dirty 20.
There we go.
You see a large blade beginning to emerge from the portal.
Oh.
And that's what we'll pick up next
Oh,
session.
Jesus.
Oh!
God damn it.
Fun times. Hey, you know what? I gotta make my last
No, it's
in-person
good.
game
It's
Yeah,
It's
it's
good.
pretty good.
something
Really solid.
good.
That was really solid.
Okay.
It's also
Which
why
portal
I
was it
went in
again?
knowing L was going
Acheron.
in too, because
Yeah.
I wasn't.
This one's gonna be
Acheron.
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing going on. This is the only one. It's
This one.
Acheron. Acheron.
I think the name's Greek, but I don't know if D&D is Greek.
The one that I wanted to do was too early. I wanted to do Limbo, but it was the first fucking door.
Valid.
And then the next one that made sense was this one. So, thank you everyone, as always, for joining us on this adventure of cooperative storytelling. You got something, Nate?
Nope.
Um,
Into this.
we look forward to hearing from you. If you've got questions, comments, concerns, please let us know on the Discord. You can find us.
You should be concerned about me and John.
I'm very concerned about you two.
You should.
Well, actually, I'm actually not concerned about John because this is typical behavior for John.
I expect this from John. Curtis surprised me.
I'm
with
very
his desire
worried
for
about
that.
you.
He is without children and kids. I get it. Just saying. Jared gets it right now.
He could have made any kind of jello shot that wasn't Malort.
Well,
But that wasn't what Garrett brought over and said we're doing this.
So, but thank you everyone for joining us on this adventure. You can join us on our interwebby things. There will be a link in the description of the show. You can also find us. The easiest way to find us is Instagram, Campaigns and Concoctions Pod, or no, Campaign Concoctions Pod. Still working on the handle for Twitter because limited characters. I can't get anything to make sense. But you can find all of our links. You can get us on the Discord. You can chat us all up. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. So thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you all in 2 weeks. And until
Yes.
next time, drink well.
Drink well.
Yeah.